Have you ever had one of those moments where the world seems to slow down and you can feel every heartbeat in the room shift at the same time? That's exactly what happened the second a man lunged toward Ariana Grande at the Wicked premiere. One moment, everything was calm and electric with excitement, and the next, the crowd gasped as Cynthia Erivo moved faster than anyone expected, stepping in like some kind of real-life superhero. And honestly, no one saw it coming. This wasn't a silly fan moment. This was a security failure, a moment of real danger, and a warning for every future red carpet event. The man who rushed at Ariana wasn't just some random person who impulsively jumped the barricade. His name is Johnson Wen, though a lot of people online call him Pajama Man because of the ridiculous outfits he wears during the stunts he pulls in public. And yes, this wasn't his first attempt at grabbing attention. He has a long history of trying to insert himself into celebrity spaces, always hunting for a moment where cameras might catch him. He doesn't care if the moment is embarrassing, he only cares if it's captured. People like him thrive on chaos. It's the way they force their presence into rooms where they don't belong. And unfortunately, this time, Ariana became his target. Ariana arrived at the premiere smiling, waving, and talking with fans the way she always does, even when she's probably tired or stressed. Cameras flashed, people cheered, everything felt warm and excited. Then everything changed in an instant. Johnson broke past the barricade so fast that security didn't even process what was happening until Cynthia Erivo had already shoved him away. For a full second, it looked like time froze. Ariana's face dropped. You could see fear flicker across her expression, the kind no one ever wants to see on the face of someone who's just trying to do her job and share a joyful moment with the world. Police moved in, grabbed Johnson, and dragged him back. But the damage was done. The internet exploded within minutes. Cynthia Erivo wasn't trying to be a hero. She reacted the way someone reacts when their instinct is to protect, not freeze. And the internet fell in love with her for it. Fans called her Ariana's guardian angel. People made edits celebrating her. They compared her to action movie stars. But what really stood out was her response afterward. She didn't brag. She didn't joke. She didn't make it about her. She simply expressed relief that Ariana was okay and shock at how fast everything happened. It made her even more loved, not just as an actress, but as a person who showed genuine care for her friend. Ariana stayed quiet for a few hours after the incident, which made sense. Anyone who knows her history knows she doesn't take moments like this lightly. When she finally posted, her message was soft, a little shaky, and full of gratitude. You could feel the weight behind her words. Ariana has dealt with more than most celebrities ever will. The Manchester tragedy left a mark on her heart that will never fully fade. She has had multiple stalkers show up at her home. She's had strangers send threatening letters. Even moments of supposed excitement can turn into reminders of past pain. That's why the expression on her face during the incident hit fans so hard. They knew exactly what was rushing through her mind. That brings us to the question everyone keeps asking. How did security let this happen? Red carpets are supposed to be controlled, carefully planned, and full of trained guards who know how to react fast. But in that moment, they hesitated. Maybe they didn't expect anyone to rush forward. Maybe they thought he was part of the event. Maybe they were looking at the cameras instead of the crowd. Whatever the reason, it was a mistake that could have ended much worse. And in an era where TikTok challenges push people to do shocking things for views and clout, red carpets may need stronger protection than ever. After Johnson was taken away, charges were filed almost immediately. Fans demanded it. Some wanted him banned from all future events. Others wanted a deeper investigation into why he keeps getting access to public spaces after so many past stunts. Online, the reactions were intense. Some fans were angry, some were scared, some were emotional watching Ariana's expression in slow motion. And some pointed out that this could have been prevented if security had been paying closer attention. As the news spread, so did frustration. If an A-list celebrity at a major movie premiere isn't fully protected, then who is? This situation also opened the door to a bigger conversation about parasocial relationships and what happens when admiration turns into obsession. Most people love celebrities from a distance. They enjoy their music, their movies, their interviews. But some people cross the line. They start to believe they have a personal connection. They convince themselves they're important to the celebrity. Fame doesn't just change the life of the celebrity, it changes the behavior of the people watching them. It creates fantasies, expectations, and sometimes illusions. And for people who struggle with reality, those illusions can turn into dangerous actions. That's why incidents like this aren't just dramatic celebrity moments. They're warnings. They're reminders that public figures are vulnerable in ways most people never think about. Ariana's moment at the Wicked premiere wasn't the first time a celebrity was rushed, and it won't be the last. It's a sign of how the world is shifting, how some fans no longer understand the limits, and how security has to adjust to a new era of visibility. Cameras catch everything, and sometimes that means people chase the spotlight without thinking about the cost. To really understand why the Wicked premiere moment shook so many people, you have to picture the atmosphere before everything went wrong. The carpet was glowing green, fans were buzzing, reporters were shouting questions, and every few seconds, someone screamed with excitement as another cast member arrived. Ariana had been away from major public events for a while, so this was a big deal. People were thrilled to see her. She was glowing, smiling, and honestly looked relieved to be stepping back into the spotlight in a positive way. But that's the thing about public spaces. You never know who's hidden in the crowd. You never know which person is just excited and which one is waiting for the perfect moment to get too close. And when Johnson made his move, it proved how quickly a good moment can twist into something dangerous. People who watched the clip later kept replaying it, pointing out how Ariana took a tiny step back, how her hand shook a bit, how her smile fell instantly. These details might seem small, but to fans who followed her for years, they were huge. One thing that people online kept talking about was how Ariana tends to internalize moments like this. She tries to stay calm. She tries not to make scenes, but you could tell that her mind went straight to past experiences, especially the ones no one ever wants to remember. Her fans have seen her deal with too much trauma for one lifetime, and seeing her face fall like that brought back a wave of emotions for people who followed her journey for years. And then there's the simple truth that celebrities are just people. They get scared, they get overwhelmed, they look around and wonder if they're safe. That's what made this incident resonate with so many viewers. It wasn't just dramatic, it was human. It reminded everyone that fame doesn't erase fear, and confidence doesn't protect you from strangers who refuse to see you as a person instead of a symbol. And Ariana is not the first, and she won't be the last. Celebrities everywhere are dealing with fans who don't know where the boundary is. And if you thought this incident was intense, just wait. Next, we're diving into another celebrity who faced an even stranger fan invasion. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next.